begin by... Okay, let's start again. If they will allow me, yeah. Let me say it's my pleasure to join you here this afternoon at this important investment forum. And I consider the forum important because it fits very well with my government's development agenda, which, in line with our Vision 2030 blueprint, aims to transform Kenya to a middle-income country by the year 2030. Before I proceed to make my remarks, I want to take this very, very early opportunity to commend Dr.Alfred, the governor of Machakos, for coming up with this very noble idea. Indeed, I encourage other county governors to borrow a leaf from Machakos County and focus on economic development. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is the only way we can ensure that our people remain confident in devolution as a truly effective instrument to promote lasting socio-economic development, equity, and national unity. Ladies and gentlemen, over the last 10 years or so, we as a country have made commendable progress towards conquering disease, illiteracy, and hunger, which have been the main goals of our development agenda. However, we must accept that challenges still remain that require serious and bold actions by the national government, working, of course, with county governments. Poverty still remains a major problem, and as I said this morning, with more than 40% of our people living under just $1 US a day, this is equally of concern, as is the issue of inequity and the problem of unemployment, particularly amongst our youth. To meaningfully tackle these development challenges, we have no choice but to grow our economy by no less than 10% on average annually for a number of years. And to achieve this objective, we have to give a lead role to the private sector to complement government initiatives. This is why my government has committed itself to promote more investment by the private sector as a key driver of growth, job creation, and poverty reduction. We are well aware for the private sector to invest and therefore effectively play its role in promoting the development of our country, the business environment must be right. And it is for this reason that my government is taking a number of measures which are intended to create an enabling environment for investment and to reduce the cost of doing business. Let me highlight some of the measures that my government is taking to create an enabling environment. First, we are committed to pursuing prudent fiscal and monetary policy to ensure stability in the key macroeconomic prices, and that is the general price level, the shilling exchange rate, as well as interest rates. Second, we are investing heavily in our economic infrastructure, including investment in power generation and transmission, railway and road networks countrywide. For example, and again in answer to the area MP's request, my government will soon be tendering for the dualling of the Mombasa Highway from Athi River all the way to Konza and Machakos, so as to speed up transportation of goods and people between Nairobi and Machakos. In addition, we are at an advanced stage of beginning the construction of a standard gauge railway line from Mombasa to Nairobi and later to Malaba. We are also planning to expand the railway line for passengers all the way to Machakos. We are also taking measures to enhance clearing of cargo through Mombasa Port, as well as Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, in addition to expanding both these facilities. Third, we are taking bold measures to enhance security because we know this is the bedrock of sustained socio-economic development. We must assure our people, and indeed the business community, both domestic and foreign, that their lives and property are protected. We know very well, without security, hardly any investment will take place, and therefore our dream of a prosperous and equitable Kenya will remain mere rhetoric. To demonstrate our commitment to ensure security, just yesterday I launched the first batch of my government's plan to procure 1,200 National Police Service motor vehicles. I commend Governor Mutua also for his intention to purchase 100 vehicles to bolster those that the police will already have. Ladies and gentlemen, let me reiterate that I am pleased to be here because what is happening here today strongly suggests the full promise of devolution and Vision 2030. Attracting investment and optimizing opportunities to improve the lives of our people is a priority of the national government and the county governments. And this, indeed, is the way to proceed. We must now change our politics to focus on the politics of development. Elections are over, and this is the time to work together, regardless of party affiliations, in order to change Kenya for the better. My government will work with all county governments and to do this in the spirit of our 2010 Constitution. Kenyans want better services, food security, and employment. And this will only be achieved if all leaders work together. My government has made the delivery of better public service its core mandate. I wish to reiterate the pledge that I have previously made, that the days of corrupt and inefficient officers are numbered. This is something that should be carried down to the county level. The time for change in the manner we manage our public affairs has come to an end, and this process is not stoppable. We must and we will change. Ladies and gentlemen, as I announced this morning also, and I will repeat here, that it is my intention that by 1st of April, we will stop all cash payments for government services. There will be no more cash payments, and all payments will now be made on a digital platform so that we can account for our revenues all across, and therefore all agencies are expected to adhere by the 1st of April 2014. Change, we must change. In concluding my remarks, I want to say to you, the people of Machakos, and leave you with the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, and I quote, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." To you, Governor Mutua, count on my government's commitment towards supporting your initiatives to transform Machakos County. Again, towards that end, yesterday, again in our attempt to bring about greater efficiency in the delivery of services, we started and initiated our pilot Huduma Center in Nairobi County, a one-stop shop for most government services, and we intend to increase those. This is a program we intend to roll out to all counties, and I have instructed the minister concerned to ensure, in line with the program that the governor has set, and because we don't want people who want to invest in Machakos having to first go to Nairobi to collect their license for this and that the next one by January, we must have one here in Machakos, so that all government services, all central government services, as well as county government services, can be obtained from one center, not making people move huko na huko na huko, wasting their time. The services should be rendered here on site. Na wanamaliziwa kazi yao, wanaenda kufanya kazi na biashara zao. So that will be done. And let me say, we don't need empty rhetoric anymore. From everything that I have seen, this project will not only transform Machakos, it helps us transform Kenya. It helps us transform Kenya. And I believe that everybody needs to wake up and smell the roses. We need to stop petty politics and look at the bigger picture. Yeah? Look at the bigger picture. As we stand, with very little done, the governor has told me over 5,000 young men and women from Machakos are already actively engaged as a result of the works that are going on here. These are young men and women who had nothing to do yesterday and now are gainfully employed and feel society is taking care of them. Why would you want to stop something like that? Why? Huh? Why would you want to stop something like that? Please, this is the time to move forward. This is the time to move forward, and we need to do so together in solidarity. Politics itakuwa na wakati wake, na ikifika basi tutaonana wakati hiyo, lakini kwa sasa let us do service to 40 million people who expect us to do so as leaders. May God bless you, and may God give this county all its dreams and wishes, and we stand ready to work with you to deliver on the promises that we have made to our people. God bless you, and thank you.